Houston, we have a problem. Okay, so I'm down here in the 6.0. After all that stuff I talked about, the engine running beautifully and everything. Well, there was nothing wrong with the Kill Devil build, but I did start having issues where my engine would just cut off when I was at a stoplight. And I know with this engine, since everything's pretty much new standpipe, new dummy plugs, I got a new H-pop, new STC fitting, new ICP sensor. The only thing that is suspect is my IPR valve. So this IPR valve is the same IPR valve I had on my old engine that was messing up. So if you look at my last video about my Blackwater engine being garbage, this is the same IPR I had in it. The IPR was brand new when I got it, but I think that engine could have messed it up. I don't know. But all the signs lead to my IPR valve. I can't imagine anything in the heads is causing my high pressure oil leak, because that is what I have, is a high pressure fuel leak. So if you look down here, so right there is the culprit, the IPR valve. I've got everything broken down. The typical stuff. There's plenty of videos out there that show you how to tear all this down to get to this point where you have to change IPR. I just wanted to make a quick video to let you guys know what my symptoms were. My symptoms were my engine would be running perfectly fine, and I'd be at a stoplight or something, and all of a sudden it would just cut off, just instantly. It almost seems like it's electrical, but it's not. And then one time, so another symptom is I would drive somewhere, drive for a while, park it at a store, and if I wasn't in the store very long, I came out, boom, it wouldn't start. I'd have to wait about 15 minutes, and then it would start. So I don't know if that's due to, the oil being hot, and as it cools down, it gets a little more viscous, which generates or allows it to build more pressure. But either way, we're gonna change out this IPR valve and see if that solves my problem. And if it does, I'll let you know. If it does not, we'll have to troubleshoot something else. I really don't want to do anything else. I hate tearing this dang thing apart like this. It's a pain in the butt getting all these brackets and things off. Anyway, so here is the new IPR valve. The part number's kind of worn out right there, but that is the part number. So let's open this up and see what the new one looks like. So here is the new one in all of its glory. That's upside down. You can see that. See what this looks like. O-ring looks good. Looks good. Everything looks good. This one I did get off of Amazon, and the cool thing is it came with the actual tool from Ford, the IPR valve tool. This allows you to easily remove and install this IPR valve. So as you see, this fits on here just like that. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we are going to go remove the old one, take a look at it. Hopefully we see something that shows that there was something wrong with it. Be back in a flash. Okay, well, we got the old one out, and unfortunately it doesn't look like, well, I mean, it looks old, but it doesn't necessarily look like anything's wrong with it. Screen's still intact. Here's the new one for comparison. The old one definitely looks old, and the bushing here doesn't look all that great compared to this one, which you can see that there, it's nice and thick. This one here, not so much. So I don't know, I'm gonna change it out. And even the part number seems a little different. This one, this old one, the first four numbers are 0247. I don't know if you can see that. And this new one says G145. So maybe it's an updated version. It does look a little different. Interesting. All right, well, we're gonna change these out and see how he goes. Okay, we got everything put back together. Everything is all buttoned up. I've done my final checks, so now it is time to start it up. Time for the moment of truth. Okay, we are in the truck. Get ready to start them up. So let's look at the edge monitor before we fire it. Let's see what these stats say on the edge as I drink my shake. I was really dreading this job. Not because I don't know how to do it, but because it's hot out here in California. Hot. All right, why are you not coming on? It's plugged in. There it goes. Loading gauges. ICP at 1,000. IPR at 33. Interesting. Okay, everything looks good. I won't be able to tell if it's fixed or not because it started up before, so we'll just have to drive it and test it out, unfortunately, because I might break down again, but I'll let you guys know. So far it seems like it's fixed, but I can't be sure. Okay, well, it is a new day, and I believe that IPR, changing that IPR valve did solve my problem. I wanted to drive around a while on it and test it out because I didn't want to come back saying that that was the issue or that fixed the issue, and then it still came up. So no more of that stalling, and it would do it if I drove. Probably within a week, I would get one of those stalls from that IPR just shutting down. So what we're gonna do today is I'm gonna show some show my gauges on my Edge CTS3, show where that IPR, kind of where the percentages sit, and do a couple pulls just for fun. But that'll top off this video to know that if you are in a situation where you're a 6.0, it just cuts off for no reason. There are a lot of reasons it could be. One of them for sure is a bad IPR valve, and it would run perfectly fine when it was running, no issues at all. Just I'd be at a stoplight or something, I'd go to take off and it would just cut power. It would seem like it was electrical, but it wasn't. So all right, let's go check this out. All right, so if you can see the gauges there in the bottom, this one right here is IPR percentage, so it's at 22% right now. We're idling. And then another key factor is this one up here in the upper right corner, which is my engine fuel pressure. And that's something that I'm gonna be changing out. I got a stock fuel pump in there now with stock injectors. That's something that I do want to change out, because as you see when I take off, when we do these pulls, that's gonna drop down significantly. And another thing you can look at here is boost. What's another cool one? And this is my engine ICP, injector control, pressure, and pick 'em 48.5. So let's go do some pulls and see how he does. But already just pulling out of the parking lot right now, and let's do this. See that dropping down to 46, 47, 48, and I'm just barely getting on it, So that definitely has to be changed sometime in the near future. That's actually the next big thing I'm gonna do, is get that fuel, I'm gonna get a fast fuel pump, and I'm gonna get a sump in my tank. So I'm gonna get a pump and a sump. That's gonna be the next big thing. But right now I just wanted to make sure that IPR situation was cool and everything looks good. Look at the boost. See how, now I'm running that, oh shoot, what we got up here? There's something happening. I'm gonna turn around. Somebody got messed up in the middle of the street, but. So I do have that KC Turbo. If you see my other video, I got that KC Turbo Stage 2. And with this tune, so right now I'm running the Truck Source Diesel SPD tune. And I love this tune. There was another YouTuber, Justin Hawk Smith. He said he had this one. He likes the SRL Plus better, and I like the SRL Plus, but no, I'm sorry. He said he liked the Blessed Performance. The Blessed Performance. The Blessed Performance didn't do too well with my engine. I don't know what's up, if it's the Kill Devil doesn't like it or what, but that one did not do good for me. So I'm with that SPD right now, and it works lovely. It pulls nice and smooth. Can't complain. Watch, we'll do. Now I'm pulling from a stop sign right now, and the boost. Watch the boost. And that was, oh, and it leaves little smoke. The Blessed Performance one, I was getting a lot of smoke. Again, if I took off right there without loading up the turbo or spooling up the turbo, if you take off without spooling up the turbo, it just leaves a puff of black smoke, and I hate puffing black smoke out. This one, if I get on it lightly at first and then smoothly get on the throttle, I can feel it build, and then I can go. And it just pulls like a freight train. We're gonna go out here to this one little spot where I can just do some pulls without no one being around. Nothing crazy. So yeah, we'll get there and we'll test this out. All right, we're out here. We're gonna do just a little spooled up pull, and I want you to watch that fuel pressure and see what it do. It's gonna go to 60. All right, that was a quick run, 60. And sorry if the screen is a little blurry. I think the GoPro might be too close to it, but that felt good. That felt good. IPR held up. Nothing fell out of the vehicle. And so let's see if we can pull up this on the CTS3. It's supposed to have like a 0 to 60 little tool on there. This CTS3, I don't know if any of you guys have it, but it's flaky. It cuts in and out on me. Like, it'll just be working fine, and then just the screen will go blank. And I have to unplug it, plug it in, unplug it, plug it in until it comes back. But yeah, it's not too great. Not too great at all. But you see with that, so I'm gonna do another video sometime soon here on all the different tunes that I have, and I want to do it to where I'm doing the 0 to 60 kind of pull in the same environment and everything, so you can kind of get an idea of which one does what. All right, let's tap this in to can't see, I got this camera right here. No, I didn't want that. I didn't want that. All right, here we go. Performance tests. Get it cute. 0 to 60 test. Let's see what this does. All right, we want to do from a stop. From a stop. Here we go. That was no good because I broke the tires on takeoff, so too much boost. And these are big massive 40-inch tires, and this thing would just start lighting them up with no problems. Let's save that. I love this Kill Devil diesel engine. Love it. What's it saying? We'll take a screenshot of, I can't read that because it's being blocked. All right, take a screenshot. All right, so let me try to do this one more time. Again, IPR is working fine, no issues. We're just playing around right now. I'm just curious on the performance of this beast. Wait for some cars to pass by. We're gonna do this from a stop again. I'm gonna try to stop short of braking traction. And I can't do any four-wheel drive pulls right now because I gotta fix my front drive shaft, so that would also help quite a bit. There's one more car coming, let me let him go. Quite a bit. Come on. Oh, he's turning. All right, let's do it. One more try. One more try. Let's do another run to 60. See if we can get it. Let's get it. All right, take boost up to like 4, maybe 5 pounds. All right, there it goes. No braking. Go. Much better. Nice. Much better. Much better. Much better. All right. Much better. I can't really see the results right now, but we'll check them out on the video when we get to that point. I will say it pulls strong. It pulls strong. Let's see what my deltas are like after that. I didn't talk about the deltas earlier, but I do have my coolant temperature and oil temperature. I always keep that. So where are we at right now? 194, 190. So we have 4 delta. Actually, yeah, somewhere around there, 5, 4, 5. What I have noticed is that with this tune, I will get up to at maximum of like 9 degrees of delta, and that's when I'm really just on the freeway mobbing, doing like 85 continuously. So when it's stock tune, it'll be like 4. So I don't know. I mean, anything under 10 is even fine. Doesn't really matter, as long as it comes back down when you start chilling out. So I see I'm at 7 right now because all that heat's starting to build up from those pulls. But I still would say that's perfectly fine. You just want that sucker to come down. So if I started idling and going really slow, it would come down real quick, or come back within like 4 or 5. All right, well, I think that's it for this video. The IPR valve is fixed. So if you're having any issues with your truck shutting down, your 6.0, and it seems like it's a electrical issue, it could be your IPR. So until the next video, it's your boy OD from Mad Trucks. I'm out.